Infinite Forbidden will release in around 6 weeks, and that's why we have to look at the cards you have to get from the set. And the first card you definitely have to get it from the set is the new Malchami Purelia, and this card is pretty much a worse version of Maxi, but it is that good that people in the OCG even do cite this card, even though they still have Maxi. So this card has to be really good, and I do think that if this card releases in the TCG, that we will definitely have to play this at 3 all the time. So it basically draws you a card every time your opponent normals or special summons from the hand. And in the end phase, if you have more cards in your hand than the number of cards your opponent controls, +6, then you have to shuffle random cards from your hand into the deck equal to the difference. So this will almost always add at least 2 or 3 cards. So if your opponent, if you for example play it against trap deck, they normally only have one normal summon, like Arias in, not Arias, the Ariane in trap deck, so it will at least give you back the card you discarded, so it's at least an upstart goblin. And against this also works against decks like Flanderies, because Maxi only works on special summons, and against Flanderies, if they normal summon Romina and then go into Eaglin and then into, what is it called, the big penguin, I don't know, but they will at least have 3 summons, and most of the time the deck summons like, I think 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, so you could actually draw 5 cards against the deck. And against Snake Eyes you also always have like at least 3 summons, so I do think that this card will definitely see a lot of play in the TCG, and you have to get this as a free off. So if you look at OCG lists, so this is one of the lists, and this is so funny because this deck already plays 3 Maxi, it plays outs to Maxi, it plays like the 6 outs, 3 Ash and 3 2 Caught By and 1 Cross Out, and then it also plays the Malchami in the side deck, and I think this will probably be sided in going second, and then you have like a very high chance to draw any Maxi. So I already also got this list, this is pretty similar. This also plays like the 3 Ash, 3 Maxi, 2 Draw and the 2 Caught By, 1 Cross Out, and also side decks 2 of the Malchami Purelia. And I do think I seen this in another list, and they don't all play this card, but I just find it funny that even though they have the Maxi, they still decide to side deck another 2 copies of this card, and that's, in my opinion, really wild, because Maxi is such a strong card and they release a slightly worse version and it still sees play. And I think in our format in the TCG, where there is no Maxi and nothing similar to it, which pretty much can either end the turn of your opponent or have you get so much advantage that you can definitely break the board of your opponent. And that's why I do think that the Malchami will definitely see play in our format, and you should definitely get this. If this card begins to be like a free off staple in every deck, then this will definitely be more than 100 euros worth. And I mean, it still depends on the rarity it gets printed in, but it still will be really expensive. So that's my take on the card. If you have another opinion, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, what do you think about this card?